Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Mania Legends. So today we're heading over to the news section because we're going to be going through the changes to the clan events. So, before we get started, there's changes to the clan event starting February 20th. So greetings, starting Monday, February 20th, the Great Dragon Race will return to DML. Along with this, we will be implementing changes to the milestone and the duration of the event. For more information, visit the official forum and the official Facebook page. Good luck next week in the event. So, if we wanted to get more information, then we'll just head on over to the DML Facebook page where it's talking about the changes here. So, along with bringing back the event, we will introduce some changes that have been discussed and requested by the community. Thank you so much for sharing your views, comments, and feedback with the DML team. So, number one, changes to milestones. From February 20th, we'll be reintroducing the higher tier milestones, which, a few people will be happy about that, plus lowering the requirements for the lower tier milestones and the leaderboard qualifications. So it sounds pretty good overall. So new milestones in the Great Dragon Race from February 20th. So to be eligible for the leaderboard qualifications, you need 5,000 points. Milestone 1 is 8,000, which is lowered. Milestone 2 is 20,000, which is lowered. Milestone 3 is 75,000, which is the same. And then Milestone 4 or 5 are 150,000 and 300,000 points. And they are new, and they are the new milestones over 75,000. And then number 2, from February 20th, we will modify the duration of the event. From 6 days, we are shortening the event to 4 days. This means that the Great Dragon Race will start on Mondays at 9 AM and finish on Fridays at 8 AM. Further notes, we hope that you will enjoy these changes. Please note that, as always, we will constantly monitor the community's response and check how these changes will affect the event. So if you have any feedback, share them in the comment section down below. And so, let's just go through that for a second. So, we've got new milestones, both lowered and heightened, but a lot of things that players aren't happy about at the moment is this second sort of tab here. So, the event is going to be shortened to 4 days, and obviously that's going to make it a ton harder to get the top milestones. So, only like the really big dedicated clans are probably going to be getting the 300,000 points in 4 days. That is quite a big leap. And on top of that, they're changing it so that the race goes from Monday to Friday. And we'll go through a couple of the comments down here as well. But the main issue with that is the fact that most people work Monday to Friday. And the main time that they play video games is on the weekend. So, the duration of this event is every day but the weekend. So, you can understand why a few people that say are mostly busy during the weekdays aren't too happy about this change at all. And, it is easier to get some of the milestones with the lower leaderboard stuff and whatever, but getting those higher points is going to be so much harder in such a short span of time. But anyway, we've got a comment here. So, let's go through one, because we've got one here from Wendy LaBelle Golombeski, who says that she's a part of a clan that's been playing the game for a long time. And so, they don't mind 6 days for the events, but because they get bored and barely play when there aren't any events. However, they seem to be talking about that it is just too hard to make sure that everyone is contributing equally due to the recipes. Because, we've all been there, and especially me, when I've been trying to take part in the clan stuff, where during the Great Dragon Race, I'll go on here, and I will not get a legendary recipe during the entire duration of the event. And that is very annoying, because I'll end up, like, on the right-hand side, I'll get a comment, and a comment. I'll just be sitting there, like, just... excuse me. But I'll just be sitting there, just rinsing and repeating, just waiting for a better recipe to come out. And it is very annoying. But in this Facebook post here and a few of the others, there is a lot more stuff that is gone through. So, as others have mentioned, quests Instead of exploring the ruins and doing Dragon Furies and winning greater than 6 battles in the arena, they should be replaced with feed dragons X amount of times, train dragons X amount of times, and fewer amount of required battles in the arena. And genuinely, most of these I do see the reasoning for. Train dragons, that gives people with VIP a much, much higher advantage. Same with a lot of stuff in this game. But it's like if you want to train dragon X amount of times, I would never ever do that without my VIP active. It's just so many things in this game. But genuinely, I'm just going through some of this because, you know, if you agree, then go ahead, like the comments that you agree with, or, you know, just read through everyone here. People are saying they like that it's shortened to 4 days, but they don't like the recipe limits changing and stuff like that. And then, please increase the limit of clan points that we can get per day, things like that. So, you know, if you want things to change and you don't like the path that they're going with these changes, make sure that you actually give your feedback either on Facebook or on the forums, because they are trying to sort of change things around to make it better for the community, but they can only do that if you tell them what you want. Like, there are a few angry people here, a lot of people that do like the changes as well, but, you know, it is what it is, and for now we're just going to have to try it out, see what happens with the new clan stuff. Hopefully, it shouldn't be too different, and it's going to make it a little bit easier for people to get at least the minimum tier reward. That's what I'm hoping, at least. But, you know, that's all the clan stuff aside anyway. So for now, you know, let's just leave all that clan stuff behind us, but make sure you do, like, what do you think? Just tell me in the comments as well, because obviously I can read through everyone's stuff on there, but I do like to read through it just anyway, because it's kind of interesting to see what you guys think. But for now, let's do some enchantment fun! Woo! I know, it's just a typical... We can't even use our lantern dragon for these fights at the moment, because he's busy getting trained up. Silly goose. But I have to say, the ruins, like clan quests, do work quite well for me at the moment, but I am starting to reach the point where the dragon levels are getting way too high, and I think that's the problem. The amount of ruin quests you do, if you, like, have dragons that need to be level 30 just to do a ruin exploration, you're not going to want to do that, and then that's just a wasted, like, clan quest for a lot of people. Like how the breeding clan quests, for me, I don't even bother with them, I just have to reset them. I'm not a fan of those either, but I understand the breeding ones a lot more than I understand, say, the win 8 fights in the arena, which is crazy, especially if you don't have VIP or anything. Like, a lot of the clan quests are a pain in the neck if you don't have VIP, at least level 2 or above. And some of them you get so many benefits just by having a higher level of VIP. And obviously that's the point of having VIP to an extent, but not to the extent that train dragons would be. So I'd just be sitting there going, train, 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 instantly. And then that would just be a free quest every time I got it. So I don't know if that would work out. But I do like that everyone's sort of sharing their ideas on it and everything like that anyway. But another thing that people were talking about is that, you know, in the arena, how it says you get 100 clan points or 1,000 clan points or whatever. That's how the old clan events used to be, and they used to add up to that score. But with the way that the dragon races work, those clan points for the arena fights actually don't do anything. So it's just like, why is that bonus there if it's not actually adding up to the clan total? And that is a very good point, because that's one thing that I've been noticing as well while doing the arena fights. It's like, why even tell me if it's not actually giving me any benefit at all? That's just, it makes the interface just seem more cluttered, because it's just pointless information. It'd be like telling me on the arena or the enchantment battles, like, how many blue map fights I have left to do today. Just, I don't know, like somewhere in the top left hand corner. I don't know. But even that has a little bit more use than just the plus 100 points, because as far as I'm aware, and from what other people seem to be saying, it doesn't actually add up to anything. So I personally don't see the point of it anymore. They should either take that out, or actually make them, like, add up on top of your clan's total. But who knows? Maybe that would actually get people more involved in the arena. Maybe. But then, again, the higher your, the level of some of your clan members' dragons, the better your clan is just going to do instantly, which is not necessarily the thing that they're going for. We should have a new round of arena stuff. Oh no, we've got 10 hours left. But like, if we go into this, and it says plus 25 points, plus 28 clan bonus, well, I don't think it actually does anything, like, during the Great Dragon Race, like, at all. So why is it here? Why is it here? I don't know. But, you know, very strange. And, maybe I'm wrong. But that's how it seems for now. I don't really see much point, honestly. That's just how it is. But the new league set is going to reset in 10 hours anyway, so I'm not really going to bother too much with that. There is also a promotion on for Robo-Cluck Dragon Pieces for whatever reason at the moment. Not sure why, but we do have a ton of clan coins at the moment that I'm probably just going to save for a Striker Dragon, because why the heck not? But let's go do some blue map fights, because we all love some cheeky free gold and stuff. I absolutely love the free gold that we get through our auto tickets. But, you know, I wish we could use our Lantern Dragon at the moment, but he's going to be out of commission for like another few days while we finish upgrading his light to level 6. So it shouldn't take too much longer, but, you know, the sooner we get him up to level 70 as well and have 2 dragons start wrecking face with, the better it's going to be. And plus, it'll be better than just the monotonous sitting here watching Andy one-shot everything over and over and over again. You know, it is nice just to change it up every now and then. And our Lantern Dragon, if he's enough of a higher level in comparison to the others, his fire might just be able to one-shot everything, especially with hot coals. And that is going to be something that I am very looking forward to. But the higher that we level up our Lantern Dragon as well, the higher the levels that the enemies are going to go as well, which is kind of scary. But, you know, we'll see what happens. If we level up our Lantern to like level 60, I wonder how it's going to change the enemy levels. Probably not by too much, I'd imagine at least, but, you know, I don't think it's going to give Andy any problems with one-shotting everything, because, you know, it just is what it is. I guess we'll just wait and see. And I'm imagining that the dungeon won't really become any more difficult either. So at the moment, it's still really easy. We just have to be a little bit careful about making sure that we take our Comet into the fight first for the other sets of fights, because otherwise we will get destroyed. And that's one thing I always say about the dungeon, is that if you have a Wind Dragon with Storms of Brewing, there's like no way that you lose a lot of the time, because if you can reduce the damage of every single enemy dragon, it does so much work in the dungeon. It's very nice. Not that we really touch the dungeon anymore, because there's like no benefit to it, but, you know, if we did do more dungeon stuff, that's just how it would be. But, anyway, enough of all that serious stuff. How have you guys been over the last few days? I've honestly not done too much. I've just been, like, out a lot. Like, I went and saw a new movie. It's pretty, not pants. I mean, it wasn't very intriguing. It was just whatever. And, I don't know if I've told you before, but I'm very critical with, like, movies and anime and stuff that I watch. So, if it's not, like, a normal person's 9 or 10... it will be getting like a 4 or a 5 in my books. So normally, I don't know, maybe I'm just a horrible person that loves to ruin, like, art creators' confidence or something. I don't know. but I find it hard to find things that I genuinely like. Like, still to this day, I don't think I've ever given a movie a 10 out of 10. Or a video game, for that fact, either. I don't think I ever have. It's just weird, it's like... Especially DML would not be getting a 10. Would not be getting a 9. Honestly, would probably not get an 8. At all. I don't really know what score I'd give DML on a larger scale. I mean, the story isn't very compelling. It's just like Vikings, rah! Sort of thing. Very buggy, very glitchy, and there's just so much where it caters to an older player rather than a newer player, which obviously makes it very difficult to get into the game. Honestly, DML would probably get a 4 out of 10. It probably would. Despite the amount of time that I played it, I know some people, like, for whatever reason, while I'm just doing videos on this game, people go, DML is the best game ever, Quacks, wouldn't you agree? I'm like, whoa, you need to step back a little bit. I never said such things. I just play this game an awful lot. And by an awful lot, I mean I haven't touched this game in 2 days. Put it that way. It's just... I like interacting with you guys in terms of this game. Like, you could replace this game with anything and just have me talk over it, and it'd be pretty much the same thing to me. As long as it didn't require me to, like, think too intensely. So I don't like doing that, and I guess this game is good for that. If you want to be sitting there and doing nothing and not having to think, DML is actually pretty good. Because you just sit here, you just press one button, then everything dies. At least, when you get to the point that I'm at, where you just have a very light headline. Yes, voice, yes, mouth. Please keep talking like a spastic. Damn! What is wrong with me? I don't know. It's like, I leave for 2 days and I've actually had a concussion and my brain is actually just not working anymore. That's what's happened. There's no going back. It's just awful, apparently. I can't think anymore. But yeah, that's my rating for DML at the moment. You know, I guess if it had a proper story for the dragons that I was actually invested in, maybe it'd get that extra point to bump it up to a 5. But that's what I'd give it. So, you know, let me know what you think. Do you think it'd get higher than that in your scoring system? You think you'd give it a 10? Is it perfect in every way, shape and form? I personally don't think so. But, you know, everyone has different opinions and different ways of rating things, so you never know. Maybe you're just a little bit more lenient as a person. I'm very much not, so that's just how it is for now. I also have not been, like, putting in any food for a while. I should probably do that more often, and actually multi-plant. There we go. Good job. And as people always mention, just before I leave here, the friends list, not only does it actually need to be fixed in the messages section, but people have been asking for it forever. Everyone wants a gift all button, because, you know, when you're trying to give gifts to 300 friends, and you have to go gift, send, gift, send, gift, send, and then when you have to scroll down, and then all these, like, plus 20 friendship points gets in the way, and doesn't let you click it, that is very annoying. Not gonna lie about that. That is probably the most annoying thing about this game. When you're trying to scroll down and then the friendship points gets in the way and then you can't click anything. I hate it so much. I absolutely detest it sometimes, but, you know, it is what it is, and hopefully in future that'll get fixed. And whether we will get a gift all button, who knows? Maybe they don't have the means to implement it at the moment, and that's why it's not a thing. But no, it is all a long, arduous process, and all that you can do is keep giving Game Loft your feedback, and just telling them what you do and don't like about the game. That's the only way that game developers can increase on their product. So please, let them know. On the forums is a very good place to do that as well. And you can have a lot of discussion with people on there as well. But, anyway, for now, I'm feeling kind of dead again. So I'm going to go and skedaddle, but it was nice being back. I'm probably going to go and work on some more stuff since I haven't been around for a little bit. So I'll try and, like, pump out some content for, like, the next couple of days, just to sort of satiate you guys after the little bit of a wait. So, for now, anyway, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to the new Dragon of the Week tomorrow, and until next time, I will see you then.